Alright, I decided to go again, guys. Same day, same session. We're going again because I like this game. I want to continue playing it. Let me stretch real quick. Okay, round 2. So, last we just left off. We're gonna go stargazing with our friend here. Our character's in complete denial. She's like, her plan has changed like 20 times today. She's like, oh, I'm just gonna go. What did it start out with? It was like, oh, I'm just gonna go meet her to get my blouse back. Oh, we're gonna go meet up. We're gonna go to the what was it? Cemetery, and then I'll ask her to take me back. Oh, we're gonna go eat seafood. Then I'll ask her to take me back. Oh, now we're gonna go stargazing, and then I'll ask her to take me back. It's like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Get out of here with this shit, dude. Of course you're into her. Anyway, we just got up to the plateau of this hill that we hiked up, and she's asking us to drink some water. We're just about there. You'll feel better in the shades below. Okay. We descended down the stone steps. We finally arrived at our destination. We made it. Oh, I'm so sweaty. Let me take off my clothes. I hate humidity. How are you making out? You want to make out? Tired? You want to rest in my arms? I'm good. I can't believe you hardly broke a sweat. Are you even human? I perspire normally, I think. Is that so? I'm going to help myself to some soft drinks. Which one would you like? Oh, the same one you're having. Coke then? Okay. It's beautiful out here. Yes. I'm surprised not a lot of people are here. We're at a secret spot. I used to come here and to some of the beaches further down with my family. We used to stay past sunset and make bonfires. Is that so? Yep. I never did such a recreational thing with my family. It's pretty fun. What kind of things did you do at the beach with them? Lots of things. We ate snacks, played cards, swam, fished, and of course watched the stars. It's too bad we don't have a tent today. We could sleep outside with it. You know, the crabs come out at night and pinch you all over if you fall asleep on the beach. Yeah, really? That sounds exciting in its own way. Oh, now we're gonna go get a tent. Now we're gonna stay the night on the beach. No, it really hurts. Let's make a spot for ourselves in the shade over here. I'm about to burn up in the sun. Ah, wait, Sam. Oh, what is it? A cool pack. I got it from the convenience store earlier. For me? Yes. I'll put it on the back of your neck. Oh. Is it okay if I touch your hair? Go ahead, I don't mind. Thank you, it feels nice. Your skin is quite red now. It's going to peel if you let it burn like this. You need to take care of yourself more, you know? You must be so hot in your jacket. Why don't you take off all your clothes? Michelle. Sam, could you take it off? Huh? There's people around, though. What? I mean, for the bug spray. I got it at the convenience store, too. I'll spray it on you. Okay, good. I thought there was something weird going on. Oh. It's okay. If you use it on yourself, I don't need it. You don't need it. In this subtropical climate, I'll take my chances. I don't like the sticky feeling of bug spray. I rarely get mosquito bites anyway. So you're one of those people. Well, don't ask for my no pico if you get bit. You're no pico? This itch cream. I always have it with me. Just in case. You always have itch cream with you? What? You You never know with Mosquito, and our character is so weird. Oh, Michelle, you're really prepared for today. I always get a bad reaction from mosquito bites. Just for my own sake, I didn't bring it specifically for today. I mean, you're the one who should feel more prepared. You didn't even think about putting on bug repellent when we were outside for so long. Okay, I'll put it on. I wouldn't want to attract anymore. Our character is totally trying to get her out of that fucking jacket. I know what she's doing. Could I bother you to apply it on for me? Of course. Sure. I can help spray your back, too. I'm fine for now. I already sprayed myself earlier. Maybe in a couple hours. I got the concentrated spray, but it says apply it for 5 hours. Really? Does that mean I have to spray it again later? Are we going to be here for 5 hours? Of course. Let's not forget about the sunscreen, too. Let's not do that. Huh? Don't tell me you didn't apply sunscreen. I mean, her neck's all burnt up. Did you see? I forgot. Oh, I have some in my bag if you want to borrow it too. When it's 30 SPF, you have to apply it every 2 hours. That's amazing, Michelle. Your bag is like Dora Meow's magic pocket? I don't know what that is. Eh. Found a little spot for us to sit in the shade. The sea breeze was cool and the sand was warm under our feet. We positioned ourselves to look out towards the sea. The water was such a beautiful azure blue today. The sound of the ocean waves and the rustling of leaves was soothing to my ears. I could sit here and look at this for 10,000 years, I thought. We ate up our convenience store snacks during the time we were waiting. I had let Sam pick and choose the snacks as it was her idea to begin with. Sam liked crunchy and spicy snacks like flavored chips and shrimp crackers. I liked chewy and savory snacks like jerky and biscuits with filling. I noticed more and more that we weren't compatible in any sense. But despite all this, we had passed the entire day together without the strain or tension that I expected. We could make a light conversation or just quietly admire the view. It didn't really seem to matter to us. Whatever we did, the sun eventually made its way down to the horizon. Time passed at a paradoxical rate whenever I was with Sam. It would be neither too fast nor too slow. It always moved at its own pace, never as intended. I had almost failed to notice that when the sky turned a vivid pink at sunset. Despite the troubles that I had within my heart, I could not deny that the sunset tonight was simply sublime. Sam, what is it? I forgot to mention. I watched that movie I got from you the other day. Oh, how'd you find it? It's interesting. It's different from the other movies I've watched. I see, did you like it? I liked it. I'm glad. It's a pretty heavy movie to watch, I have to say. Yes, it was cruel that it had to end like that. Yes, it was a sad ending. And it's even more terrible to know that the real actress experienced something similar in her life and was met with her own tragedy. Is that true? I don't know. Is that so? Really? That's so sad. And it makes me angry. Why wasn't more done to protect her? How could such a thing happen, even after making such a film? It was a horrific thing. But we can't speak on her behalf we can't speak on her behalf or for her experiences. What happened to her is not something we could ever fully understand. It's not always a matter of strength and mental resolve. I know. That's why we have to be sensitive and empathetic, even when others aren't. And we have to be hopeful. I like to think things are a little bit better now than they were then. Ron left a spectacular legacy. But we can't forget her tragedy. The messages of the film still apply to today's society. It's not easy to change people's perceptions. I think so. But thinking like that is so sad. Is it? I don't know. I mean, it's better now, right? It's not like it was in the past where women couldn't go to school and work. It might have been more difficult. It might have been difficult in the 1930s. But it shouldn't be so hard to live freely anymore, right? I think. That's something you can only answer. Only you can answer. This conversation's gotten quite serious, didn't it? No. I want to ask you about it too. I see. I've been thinking about the messages in those old films. We watched them so detached from the people who made them. How would they feel if they knew that 50 years later we would still be watching them and discussing them? We see a beautiful face, but we'll never really know what was happening behind the screen. Are we really respecting Ron by keeping her films and watching them? Even those films might have been produced during the most painful moments of her life. So, is it disrespectful to watch old films? What was the question? How would they feel if they knew that 50 years later people would be watching and discussing them? See a beautiful face, we'll never really know what was happening behind the screen. Are we respecting Ron by keeping her films and watching them? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think so. I think as long as you try to make an effort to try and understand the person, I think the person would be happy knowing that you made an effort to keep them in your memory. Yeah, keep the memory alive, you know? I don't think the person will want you to turn away from them. But it's still something complicated. There's no right answer, I think. That's right. We shouldn't forget. We shouldn't turn away. We need to understand it so we don't make the same mistakes again. That's right. I think you're a thoughtful person, Sam. Let's make out. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. You really think so? I was afraid I gave you the wrong impression. No. I really appreciate you coming out with me today. It's fine, I didn't have much planned today anyway. Yeah, finally you admit it. You didn't have shit planned today. We were gonna go walk around and, like, diddle. I'm happy to see the stars with you. It's nice that we can talk frankly. I enjoy spending time with you like this. The sun should be setting soon. Will we really see the stars from here? Yes, just wait patiently. The sun had finally begun to dip beneath the horizon. As it grew darker, the stars started filling the sky, appearing one after another. What's that one? It's such a bright star. That one's called Vega. Vega? It's one of the stars that form the summer triangle. You see the other two stars there? So that's Vega, and that's Altair and Deneb over there. Oh, I see it. I know of that story, the star-crossed lovers, the cowherd and the weaver girl. That reminds me, the Seven Sisters Festival is in August sometime, right? That's right. This year is August 12th. Really? People celebrate the Western Valentine's Day nowadays. I don't really know about the date of the festival. I understand. It's nice to be on the receiving end of the chocolates and flowers. Nowadays, I suppose it's not so pertinent to be praying to gods for a good husband and a fertile marriage. Tell that to my mother. She's worried that I'll become a spinster if I don't try harder to get married. But I'm sure she'll have even more complaints once I start dating. She's thinking for your best interests, I'm sure. Romance shouldn't be taken lightheartedly. I know. My dad is still holding out for the thought I would get married someday. Is that so? Do you not plan on getting married? Well, even if I find the right person, I'm not sure I can. I see. How about you, Michelle? Huh? I haven't thought about it yet. My mother has a lot of expectations on what kind of person I should marry. He has to be older, wealthier, taller. He should have a prominent chin and a square forehead. His lips shouldn't be too big and his eyebrows shouldn't be too thin. She really cares about this feng shui of someone's face. I don't know why she even believes in such things. That's quite a laundry list. You're a wonderful person, Michelle. I'm sure you won't have trouble finding someone like that. You'd make a beautiful bride someday. I don't have the time right now to care for that. I'm so busy with work. I see. Well, if you ever feel the need for a little spiritual help, there's always the temple in the New Territories that's dedicated to the Seven Sister deities. It's not too far from here. It's one of the few temples that still celebrate the festival. If you pray there, you'll be guaranteed to find your love. Really? I don't really believe in that superstitious stuff. And I think such prayers aren't necessary these days. There's more to life than getting married. Career and personal growth is important too. You think so? You're such a modern woman, Michelle. Well, there's already so much to do. You know, I heard from someone that if you leave a bag of toiletries as an offering at the day at the festival, you'll be granted a smooth and unblemished skin for the rest of your life. What? I don't believe that. When did these legends get so specific? Exactly, that's weird. Wasn't it supposed to be a needlework of fruit and offerings? You made that one up, didn't you? Hmm? My beautiful skin could attest. Uh-huh. I don't believe you. You can go to the temple on the day of the festival and see for yourself. Eh, I don't want to. For something so trivial, there's no need to bother the gods about it. Trivial, huh? My Michelle, you must be popular. No. I mean, I agree with what you mean. You have to take matters of love into your own hands. You can't be afraid to fall in love first. You'll get hurt if you think that way. It's better than waiting for giving up on it entirely. You're brave. Not sure if I could do the same. I wouldn't say that I'm brave. I just want to be myself, that's all. I think you're a brave person, Michelle. When you speak your mind, I find it quite attractive. Oh, here we go. Oh, don't be flustered. I mean it. Please be honest with me. Sam, I... What about that big bright star over there? You know what that one is? Oh, that one? I think it's Antares, the heart of the scorpion. Antares, the heart of the scorpion. You seem to know a lot about this. I like astronomy and astrology. Is that so? Astrology like star signs? Yeah. What's your sign? I don't know. What does it go by? Date of birth. I see. Tell me. What? For your birthday. Why? So I can tell you your sign, idiot. I don't believe in those things. It's harmless fun. Alright. It's February 16th. Ah, you're an Aquarius. Makes sense. What's your sign then? Capricorn. That's my sign too. They're highly compatible with Aquarius signs. Of course. Is that so? No, I made that up just now. Compatibility is all about how you try to understand each other, don't you think? Of course, I didn't think for a second that the star signs mattered. Hee, but you never know. What? Alright, what about your lunar zodiac sign? What is it? Tell me, please. Rabbit. Oh. Next year will be your year then. You'll be turning either 24 or 36. You're reaching a... Oh, she's 24. I fucking knew it. She's like in her mid-20s. You're reaching a big milestone. There'll be challenges in the coming year for you. That's why I didn't want to tell you. So you're 35 then? I thought you would be younger than me. I'm 23. Okay, early, mid, kind of. Hee hee. What's your zodiac? I'm older than you, that's all you have to know. I want to know. Okay. I was born in the year of the dog. Dog? Rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, dog. Hey, we're into dogs. Then you're 33? I think your zodiac order is not quite right. Eh? I'll look it up later. Uh-huh. You're so cute, Michelle. Alright, I tell you, my age is not a secret. I'm 27. Oh. Oh. What do you mean by oh? Yeah, let's compliment her. I thought you'd be younger. Yeah, why's that? Well, you could be so playful at times. You're like a teenager. Okay, that's... a teenager? Well, that makes you my cute junior then. Yeah. Will we really be able to see the Milky Way from here? It depends. Sometimes it's quite visible, but other times we might have to wait till midnight for it to be dark enough to see. I see. You want to head back now? You mentioned you had to go by nightfall. Not yet. See, I'm playing her, dude. I know it. I know it. I know what she wants. It's fine. Can I stay out a little longer with you? Is that okay? Okay. The whole day had passed, and Sam hadn't brought up an issue of our relationship. I couldn't bring myself to ask Sam directly about it. Doing that would mean I'd have to confront my own feelings towards Sam. Sam was once again stoic behind a smile. I couldn't guess what she was feeling. It was as if the clock had been reset to the first day I met Sam. It wasn't bad that it was like this. Still, I knew it wasn't fair to have Sam wait for me for so long to see the stars. I'm not one to usually have requests, but that night I really wanted to see it. If I can catch a glimpse of the Milky Way with my own eyes, I felt that I would know. I would know how small we are as individuals in the universe, and how much smaller the things that concern us must be. I want to understand this feeling. I want to confirm that it's tangible and real. We waited, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited for the bands of the nebula clouds and the star clusters to appear in the night sky. But they continued to elude us. I knew they existed regardless of my observation. I needed to ascertain it with my own eyes. Sometime between dusk and twilight, I drifted into a deep slumber. I dreamed a strange dream. It was a scene that played out in my memory so many times since that day. I was in a high school classroom. It was the first day back from school after summer break. I was chatting with my classmates before the start of afternoon classes. What does that sound? It sounds like a computer starting up or something. I was about to tell them the story of my summer trip to Taiwan when I was called to step out of the classroom. There had been someone urgently needed to see me. But instead of being my mother waiting to see me, it was in my memory. Like it was my memory. It was Sam in a red dress. I don't know if I feel this song as much as the other songs. It's literally like a computer. She gestured for me to follow her. It was strange, as if I was put in a trance. I followed her out of the school without question. This song is driving me crazy. It's so funny. I sat behind Sam on her bike, and she drove it to some distant place in the countryside. We got off the bike and we walked along one of the mountain paths. Day wore on to the night. I don't know why I find that so funny. When we reached the mountain plateau, Sam suddenly ran ahead of me. I tried to follow. However, I was quickly lost sight of her. I did my best to chase after her, though, through the thickets and trees and bushes. I was running blindly before I could realize I slipped and lost my footing. I tumbled down a cliffside. I did not feel pain. In fact, I seemed to be in a free fall. It was quite a surreal experience falling in the dark void. I eventually hit bottom and landed in a pool of water. It seemed to be the ocean. The briny smell was strong. The water felt cold and heavy. I could not see anything, it was so dark. I felt as if I was sinking deeper and deeper into the watery depths. A heavy weight was pressed against me, my chest felt tight. I thought I was going to drown. It sounds like a fax machine, that's what it sounds like. There was a suffocating realness in this dream. I was frightened. I struggled and struggled to swim to the surface. I couldn't fight off whatever force was pulling me down. Everything became black. I must have passed out. When I came to, I found out that instead I was sinking deeper and deeper in the water. I found myself floating upwards. It was as if I was drifting towards the celestial plane. I struggled to get myself grounded, but I had no control over my trajectory. I closed my eyes. I felt oddly at peace floating upwards like this. I was resigned to thinking I would be forever lost in the cosmos when I heard a voice call out to me. I opened my eyes to find myself afloat in silvery water. The water was cool. It had a clear, transparent quality to it, but I couldn't make out a bottom to its depths. From a distance, I saw the light of a lantern coming towards me. It was a woman I did not know. I'm really curious about something, actually. Oh, wow. We're still on the second page. That's crazy. I thought I'm not complaining. I like this game, but I was not expecting that. Okay. It was a woman I didn't know. She wore an orange robe with flowing sleeves. She rowed her small wooden boat towards me. The red lantern perched on the boat illuminated her figure, but her face was quite obscured. I saw that her makeup was an older style, but I could not place the period. The woman gestured for me to get onto her boat. I recalled her saying that she could help me find my way back home. Strangely, I did not hesitate. I did not feel any ill intent from her. I climbed onto the boat. The woman had me sit at the front of the rowboat. She stood at the back and steered the boat. The boat glided along the still water quietly. We seemed to have traversed a far distance into the darkness. The only guiding lights were the distant stars above. The woman did not say anything more to me when I was on the boat. The only sound that could be heard was the sound of an oar pushing water. I could not make out the woman's expression. She had an air of quiet dignity and imposing presence. I was afraid to cross her unknowingly. I was scared, but I did not feel that she was someone harmful. Something about her seemed similar. I couldn't place why. Though the temperature of the water and her surroundings felt cold, she gave me a warm feeling. The dark night didn't seem so terrifying anymore. The light of the stars grew brighter as we journeyed onward. The night sky was beautiful, I remember thinking to myself. Eventually we neared land. I saw a sandy beach nestled in a mountain cove from the distance. It seemed familiar, like a place from a recent memory. As we got closer to land, I saw that there was someone on the shore waiting for me. It had been Sam. She was waiting there for me all along. As I was about to step off the boat, the woman said something to me. I remember it distinctly. She had a sweet and gentle voice. She sang to me a poem from a song I recalled hearing not a long time ago. The spring breeze blows, the young swallow's tail makes ripples on the water. The little waves dash away from a reflection of the lotus flower. Perhaps in the still water, the swallow will see her own reflection and take flight towards the new moon. My mind was clouded. I could not understand her words. I turned to face her, but she spoke to me again in a plain language. Young lady, haven't you realized yet? The summer that you remembered had ended long ago. You have to wake up from this dream and take your first step forward. I stepped off the boat, and when I looked back, she was already gone. There was no boat, no lantern, there was no traces of this woman. I never have dreams like this. I don't know. People keep talking about these dreams that like change their life. I never had a dream like that. All I saw was the ocean, the beach, and Sam before me. And I woke up from my dream. Michelle? Did you fall asleep? Michelle? It was dark when I woke up. I couldn't make out any of the lights in the sky or much of anything else before me. The sound of the ocean waves told me I was still on the beach, but I couldn't see where Sam was. I felt a cold chill run through my spine. It felt unnerving to be alone in the dark like this. Ah, Sam? Where are you? I'm here. I felt her hand on my shoulder. Sam had been next to me the whole time. You alright? You look scared. I had a strange dream. I was afraid you left. And leave you alone here in the dark? I don't know. Oh. Tired? No. I didn't mean to fall asleep. No worries, you weren't out long. Really? It's so dark now. Huh? Is it still not dark enough? You can't see any more stars now compared to earlier. The clouds had rolled in. Some nights are like that. Oh. Disappointed? No. It's just... It's getting late now. I think we should go. If we stay any longer, we're going to be eaten alive by mosquitoes. I see. We have a bit of a walk back to the bike. Hold it on my hand, alright? The walk back from the beach wasn't too far, but I wish in my heart that it was just a little bit farther. Are we finally accepting this shit? It wasn't that I absolutely had to see the stars. I can go to the planetarium anytime if I really wanted to. It was just a bit further. I think I see where the bike is. Michelle? Oh, the romantic music's playing. Hell yeah. Wait, Sam. What is it? Sam, look up. Clouds open up a rift in the sky. That does look fucking insane. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Even I can't believe it. Like, something like this, really? Just with the naked eye? And we were able to see it. The streaks of the spiraling stars and the stardust that formed on the arms of the Milky Way appeared in the night sky above us. A cluster of starry lights shone brightly for us in this temporal moment. We gazed at it as long as we could. I knew it would only be a short moment, for the clouds would soon cover the sky once again, returning the night to a plain darkness, but we saw it. We actually saw it, and it was stunning. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I looked over to Sam. She was looking up at the sky. Her eyes were wide in awe. She was smiling from ear to ear. My heart swelled up with an unknown joy. My chest felt tight as if my heart was going to burst. It was a heavy feeling, a cathartic release of emotions. It was almost frightening. I reached out for Sam's hand in the darkness. She gently squeezed my hand back. I felt reassured that I was here on the same plane with her, and that we were living witnesses of this night. Beautiful. It really is. It's tremendous. To see the stars like this with your own eyes. There's so many more stars in the night sky than I could have imagined. Yes. It was quite a sight. I haven't seen a night sky like this, quite like this before. I'm really glad. Oh my god, I can't talk. I'm really glad we got to see it. Thank you for bringing me here. I had a good time coming here. It'd be nice to see it again. Sam. Michelle. I always treasure this moment. Thank you, Sam. Me too, Michelle. We rode on Sam's bike back to the city. On the winding mountain road, in the twilight hours of the night, it felt as if we were the only people in the world. I held tightly onto Sam. Our dust-filled shoes flung out sand into the careless wind. Her hair smelled like the sun and the sea. Our moment together felt like a dream. I wasn't dreaming, though. I was in the real world. Time moved forward without bias, and soon the city lights came into view. I thought the road back was short. Today felt as if I had gone to another country with Sam. Had the city always been so close? The city lights shone so brightly from a distance, much brighter than the light of the stars. The road was smooth. We quickly entered the freeway. The city lights got closer and closer. I could almost grasp the light in my hands. I saw in the distance the city that we all call home. It was the city that never sleeps. The city lights always shine so brightly, we never allowed the sky to rest. Even in the midnight hours, the sky was a greenish blue from the city lights. It was never pitch black like the way it was when I was on the beach. The city lights were many and bright. They shroud us from seeing the stars that were just above us, but I don't dislike them for that. Each shining light in the city served as beacons to the rest of the universe, saying loudly that we were here, we're queer, get used to it, and we existed in this moment. There was a sign of how many people out there were trying to make their own claim to this place we call home. Sam and I were just one of many. No matter what becomes of us, the city lights and the stars above will keep on shining. What transpired tonight might ultimately have no effect on the fate of the universe, but it was something significant to me. I held on to Sam more tightly. I felt insecure. Cars and other vehicles sped by us as we entered the urban landscape. Though we were no longer alone on the road, our journey was its own. I could hear the sounds of the city clearly now. There were the sounds of traffic, the sound of vehicle engines, car horns, and audible crossing signal was avoidable anywhere in Hong Kong. Unavoidable. As we entered the city proper, I could hear the sound of people chatting on the sidewalks and the sound of music playing in the near distance. The city was still bustling at this midnight hour. My heart felt pained. We weren't going as fast anymore on the bike, but it felt as if we were accelerating out of control towards something too unknown and abstract. It was such a heavy feeling. A part of me wanted to hit the brakes on this. Another part of me wanted to keep going further and further. Why did I have to feel like this, I thought. Sam looked over her shoulder at me at the next traffic stop. I couldn't make out the expression in her eyes. All I saw was my own reflection in her helmet. It was well past midnight for the first time, and for the first time, I thought to myself that I didn't want to go home. Where's your home, Michelle? It's by Kowloon City. Okay, I'll drop you off. I could bring your shirt to you another time. That's right. I almost forgot about it. The pedestrian signal was counting down. The light was about to change. Sam took her foot off the road and back on the bike. I felt the forward momentum of the bike slowly inching ahead. Sam tightened her grip on the throttle. I should tell her, before it was too late to turn back. Sam, you don't have to take me back home. I want to go back with you. Michelle. Cool. Oh yeah, finally. Finally admit it to ourselves. Holy shit. It had been quite late already. But it was much past the time I should have been home. I didn't have any other ulterior motives to be here. I just didn't want to go home yet. I wanted to say this to Sam, but I couldn't find the words to articulate. Well, you should find the words, because she's going to be expecting something. Articulate this. I looked over to Sam. She acted cool and casual, as if such a scene had played out before her 100 times already. I didn't like that. Been a long day. Want me to put on a movie? If you're hungry, we can get something to eat. There's still a lot of late-night eateries open here. A midnight snack might be fun. There's wonton noodles. There's dim sum. There's barbecue. Well, let's not forget about Da Long. Just name it. Sam, I'm not hungry. Oh. I looked around her place. It was hard to look Sam in the eye for some reason. I saw a familiar blouse hanging by her bed. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. Here's your blouse. Sam handed me my blouse. It was neatly pressed, no stain or damage could be found. It's lucky it didn't stain at all, right? Sam looked over to me. Her eyes seemed to search for a response. They spent the whole day together, yet this is the first time I had looked deeply into her eyes. I couldn't endure her gaze that seemed to look through me. I turned away. I had no words to say. Sam turned her back to me and walked over to the balcony. She opened the door and stepped out. I felt the night air fill the room. Sam seemed to be searching for something in the night sky. I didn't know what. The neon lights outside covered Sam in vivid reds. I stood apart in the blue dim room. The distance between us was only a room's length, but the dividing line was all too apparent. I felt incredibly lonely like this. You can't see a single star from here, but occasionally you could see airplanes flying in and out of Kai Tak. There's something about seeing a plane taking off that makes you want to go somewhere. Sometimes I see a plane in the night sky, and I imagine myself sitting on that plane, looking down on the city from the window seat of the plane 1,000 feet up in the air. The cabin lights turn off. I lean back, rest assured I'll be somewhere far away after a night's sleep. Do you feel that way sometimes? I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I shared the same feeling with Sam. I tried to imagine the same scene that Sam had described. That I was up in the air inside of an airplane, looking out the window at the city lights below. Where was I going? I didn't have an answer for myself. There wasn't a specific place that came to mind where I wanted to travel. I searched for an answer in my heart. I wanted to go somewhere. It didn't matter so much where. What I wanted was to go somewhere with Sam. With someone at my side. I stepped towards Sam. What I was searching for wasn't something that could be found outside her window. It wasn't something that could be seen in the sky either. I reached out towards Sam. I hoped that she could answer me. Sam. Michelle. Sam. How do you feel about me? Michelle. Forget it. It's nothing. I like you. What do you mean? I would like us to be more than this. More? I don't understand. How could two women... If it's something possible with you, it's impossible. We're both... I just think... I mean, how does it work, you know? Two vaginas. How does it... It doesn't add up. Michelle, look at me. Michelle, don't tell me what you think, but rather how you feel. Feel? Feelings? What does that mean? I feel like you're an old friend. That you're easy to talk to and that you always have something interesting to say. I like that about you. Michelle, what am I to you? Huh? When we kissed that last time, did you feel it to be wrong? Kissed. It did, but it didn't. I can't tell you. And if we kissed again, would it be alright? Sam, I don't know. I had a really good day with you. Michelle, you're a charming person. Not really. Sam's really charming. Michelle... She carries itch cream in her purse. I want to be with you more. I want to get to know you more. I have a good feeling from being with you today. I want to go somewhere again with you. And talk with you more. And if you don't mind, I want to kiss you again. I want to be somewhere close to you. I want to hold you and touch you. Sam, please. That's too much. I can't. You can't? I don't know. I never felt this way before. My heart is pounding so fast. I don't know what to do with it. Michelle. Sam. May I? In the same place where we shared our first kiss, I found myself again face to face with Sam. This time, there were hardly any sounds outside to disturb us. Nor were there any smells from the neighbors cooking to distract us. Even if there was something, I didn't pay it any heed. My attention was to the person before me. It was just the two of us, together again in this lonely hour. My back leaned against the cool glass of the balcony window. Sam's warm body pressed against mine. She deepened her kiss and I followed. I wanted time to pause and let us be like this for a bit longer. I wanted to take in this moment slowly, so I wouldn't forget. When I broke free from her kiss, Sam held her arms around me gently. I looked into her eyes. Michelle, I want to show you my feelings. more than this. Sam, please. Just kissing is already... It's already enough for me. Michelle, are you scared? I'm not. And can I kiss you again? Sam. It's a little weird how we keep saying our names back to each other. I don't know if that's like a translation thing, but it's kind of awkward in English. Oh, yeah, they're going for it. Oh shit, I'm covering them. My bad. Let me just... I don't know where to put myself. I'll go over here. Yeah, this is extremely romantic. We kiss with passion. I didn't stop Sam. I couldn't. I couldn't deny that I wanted to understand this feeling I had with Sam. Even though my logical being said I should push her away. It shouldn't be like this, I thought. I shouldn't be like this at all. But against all reason, I untied my embrace. I held Sam closer. I couldn't explain it to myself. Why tonight? Of all nights. I could go further with her. Yeah, we're going further. Okay. Sam. Michelle. I like you so much. You're beautiful. I want to cherish you. Huh? Sam pushed me onto her bed. She took off her shirt and tossed it across her room. Sam pressed her body on top of mine. Our body felt hot. I could taste the salt of our sweat in the air. She smelled of sweet perfume. I was drunk with Sam's fragrance. Sam kissed me between ragged breaths. It was a heavy feeling. My heart was pounding hard, like it was going to leap out of my chest at any moment. I called out her name. Sam. I arched my back, and my fingers gripped tightly on the bed sheets. My lungs burned. It felt as if I was going to drown. I needed her to take me away from this overwhelming feeling. Sam slowly moved her kisses down from my lips onto my neck. Sam's kisses were forceful yet soft. She bit and left marks on my neck and shoulder. It hurt, but it did not hurt as much as my body ached. I didn't notice how quickly Sam undid the buttons of my shirt. Aside from the bra covering my breasts, my chair was bare for her to see. Sam, this is too much. Michelle. Sam, please. Can you show me more of yourself? Sam. Sam's hand moved down my leg. Her fingers stroked against my thigh. She kissed my chest slowly. Her fingers and her lips were like ocean waves. It was gentle yet strong. It surged and it retreated. I felt like the moon sinking between the sea. I was frightened. I didn't know what would happen if I sank into a watery depths. So this is interesting. This is like almost like something you'd read in a romance novel. I mean, it's a visual novel. It's a romance story, so it basically is a romance novel, just in a game format. But yeah, they're going for it. I'm trying to think. Let's just continue. But I felt safe in her embrace. Her touch gave me comfort. I needed to know beyond this. I needed to know her true feelings towards me. I think she know. How do you not know that by now? How do you... Michelle, do you want me? I'm gonna stop saying the back and forth names. It's too awkward in English. It doesn't make sense. I think it's a mistranslation or something. Like, maybe that's what they do in Cantonese. Like, they'll say their names back to each other. But in English, saying that over and over again is a little weird. I... I... I do. Good girl. I need you. Damn. Whatever will be, will be. Until the sun rises. Damn. That was cute. Romantic. Yeah. That was good. I liked it. I woke up in Sam's room. The whole sequence of us meeting up with her, and we were annoyed and like trying to like deny our feelings, and then slowly throughout the day it became evident that we were just like making shit up and excuses to keep hanging out with her. And then towards the end of the night we got all emotional, and yeah, by then it was over. It was a warm summer morning. A small metal fan was oscillating back and forth, blowing balmy air into our sweaty bodies. I must have laid awake for an hour on Sam's bed. Sam's arms were languidly wrapped around me. Her long hair was tangled with my hair, and her legs were crossed with mine. I felt her slow breaths on my neck. She must be sound asleep. I tried to remain as still as possible as not disturb her slumber. I listened to the sounds of the morning. It was quiet outside. I couldn't make out any noises or voices from the neighboring apartments or from the street below. People seemed slow to get up this morning. I was left alone with the clarity of my own thoughts, all the while Sam softly slept. Our mom's gonna be so pissed. It's telling that we haven't even thought about her at all. It was dim inside Sam's room. As time passed by, the light of the sun eventually passed through the buildings unobstructed, penetrated through the apartment bedroom below, in the window. The morning light was not gentle. I felt Sam stirring up from her sleep. Once she wakes, I would have to take my leave. Michelle? Michelle? Michelle, I like you. I felt her embrace around me tighten. My chest felt pained. I had to fight back tears. I should not feel like this. I had to be stern for my own sake. What happened last night? No, it isn't. Come on, Michelle. What is wrong with you? Honestly, get the fuck out of here with this shit. You were talking about how you don't want to leave. Get out of here. Oh my god. That's the biggest lie I've ever heard. I've never seen such a lie before. Jesus Christ. You had sex with her. You out of your mind? It was a one-time thing in my ass. I knew in my heart that anything more between us was impossible. No, it isn't. It just happened. I already told Sam. You should know this too. Bullshit. Sam brushed back my hair. Her eyes met with mine. I could not let it be more than that. Yeah, you can. Shut up. Shut up. I had to push her away. No, you don't. Sam, I have to go. Michelle. Please, Michelle. Please stay. We can spend the day together. Don't be quiet like this. Talk to me. I can't be like this with you. Sam, I just can't. Shut up. Please, Sam. Any more than this, we just can't. Any more than what? Sex? You already did the hard part. Michelle. I'm going to get dressed. I got out of her bed. I picked up my own clothes that had been discarded in haste the night prior. I kept my back towards Sam. I didn't want her to see my expression. Whatever she was thinking, I did not want to know either. I didn't know what had gotten over me last night. The truth? I'd never done such a thing with anyone. And I never thought I'd be the person who would. I'd always been reserved and a self-controlled person. What, do you want to be like a robot during sex? Just like Yes, now put your tongue down my throat. I would like to do my tasks accurately and diligently. I would always do my yeah, you did sex accurately and diligently too. It's fine. No matter how tired I was, I would finish whatever task that was expected of me. I wasn't someone who let myself be consumed by passion. I smoothed out my shirt before putting it back on. It had been tangled with Sam's denim jacket that laid on the floor. In the right mind, I would have never discarded or even worn sock. What? In the right mind, I would never discard or even a worn sock on the floor and let it get dirty. Oh. Why did I do such a thing with Sam? Hold up, let me take off my shirt, fold it, put it neatly away, and then we can get back at having sex. Like, an answer floated up from my subconscious and lingered in my mind. I dare not even have the thought be uttered. I was frightened by myself. I did something wrong. I did something shameful. I had to face my own wrongdoing and go. There was no possibility of anything working out between us beyond this one night. You're the one that wanted to go back to the... I'm annoyed at our character's thoughts, but I understand it too. She's in denial. She's completely in denial. Sam had her thoughts and her own feelings. She lived her life the way she wanted to, and I had my own life to live as well, yet miserably. If I get caught up in her life any more than this, we could just hurt each other more. I wasn't compatible with her lifestyle, and she wasn't compatible with mine. There was no way out of this other than for me to... Nobody's compatible with each other's lifestyle. You have to make it work, idiot. What, do you think Joey's more compatible with your lifestyle? The dude is an idiot. I had put on my shoes. I was about to take my leave. Sam stood at the door. I tried not to look at her in the eyes. I have to go back home now. Can I walk you out? It's okay. I can see myself out. Michelle, last night, it was something I didn't expect to happen. Michelle, I really can't. It can't be more than this. Can we talk about it some more? Just talking with you, I can't. Please don't ask anything more than this. It's impossible between us. I'm sorry, Sam. I'll be going now. Until next time. I took the flight of stairs out of the apartment building. Every step I took created a loud echo of my footsteps. It was as if the narrow stairwell had been amplifying my shame to the entire building. What shame, dude? Shut up. I didn't like it. But I preferred this over being alone in the elevator. I couldn't stand still in an enclosed space and be left with my thoughts. I needed to keep moving. I stepped out onto the street. I wanted to get lost in the crowd, but I was alone on the street. It was exceptionally humid outside. 1 o'clock on a cloudy day looked so unfamiliar. Without the neon lights or the bright sunlight to create a contrast of color, the gray concrete buildings seemed all too gloom and empty. I suppose it's still early on Sunday. The crowds are not out yet. Sunday. It was a day with its own certain melancholy. Either like Monday or Saturday, I agree. Sunday was bookend to the weekend work hustle, and it was also the uncomfortable beginning of the next. I didn't like Sundays. I don't either. I didn't like things that were halfway between something else. I stood on the side of the street and waited for a taxi. I was getting antsy. It seemed like an eternity while I waited. I felt a sprinkle of water from something above. I looked up. The gray sky seemed all too low and heavy above me. It was suffocating. I felt I had a place to be alone on a street so quiet like this. It was as if I had stepped out onto the world that I no longer recognized. And I saw it in the shimmering flash of light. A white dragon appeared. His long body snaked through the dark clouds like ripples in the sky. He roared a fire and fired his hot breath down on from the heavens. Lightning. I saw a taxi come my way. I better hurry home before I'm caught in a thunderstorm. Alright. Oh my god, it's been an hour again. Jesus. God damn. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're at that stage where we're basically in, like we're in, but our character's in denial, so we have to go through the seven, what is it, like how many grief steps are there? There's like 7 stages of grief, I think it is. I don't remember. But yeah, like, she's totally in denial. She totally loves her. She wants to be with her, but her conservative background and her mother is clashing with the ideals, and yeah. It's still really good, though. This is a good episode. Really emotional. Yeah. Wow. So how many more did we unlock? We missed one. What? How is that possible? Wait. Something different could have happened here? What? Wait, what? So this is the not safe for work patch. It's on. People said in the Steam reviews to download it because it has more story. And you'll miss story and boobs apparently if you disable it. However, it is on for me. What is this? I don't know. I wonder what the hell. That's weird. Okay, whatever. Maybe I'll try to figure it out. What happened? Maybe some answer we gave earlier? I mean, what choices did we even have this episode? We answered about the movie we saw. That was an answer we gave, and we gave the right answer. And then after that, we had a dream. We didn't have anything there. There hasn't been a choice since then, I think. So it can't have been a choice I picked. I don't know. That's weird. I don't understand that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This game is really good, and I look forward to playing more. Thank you.